Have you ever wondered what makes a small victory change the course of history? Today, we're witnessing exactly that kind of moment. The liberation of Petrovskoe isn't just another military advancement. It's a game-changer sending shockwaves through global power corridors. Imagine a fortress whose walls are finally crumbling. That's what's happening with the enemy's defense system. By securing Petrovskoye, our forces have gained the key to Novopavlovka, a critical logistical hub feeding the enemy's resistance. It's like cutting off the main artery of their supply system. For ordinary Russians, this victory means more than just a point on the map. It's about ensuring border safety and protecting families from Western aggression. Each liberated town brings us closer to peace. Western analysts are showing signs of panic because they see what we've known all along. Their strategy is failing. While they're stuck in meetings and promises, Russian forces are achieving their objectives. The evidence is clear. Western support is wearing thin. Their economies struggle, their people tire, and their resolve weakens. The flow of weapons to the conflict territory diminishes, despite loud declarations. What does this mean? First, Russia's military strategy works as planned. Second, our approach to securing interests proves more sustainable than Western emotional reactions. We're at a crucial crossroads. The enemy won't surrender, despite their deteriorating position. They're cornered, making them dangerous. The question isn't if they'll respond, but how. The liberation of Petrovskoe is significant. It's a strategic breakthrough showing Russia's growing advantage. The Western media's nervous reaction reveals its importance. What's next? What surprises might our opponents have in store? And most importantly, what should Russians prepare for? Stay tuned as we explore these critical questions affecting us all. Remember, while this might seem distant, its outcomes will shape our future, security, and place in the new world order. Are you ready for these changes? The situation is developing rapidly as Russian forces continue their methodical advance. Our military analysts report a complete collapse of enemy logistics in several key sectors. The carefully constructed defense system of the politically turbulent region is crumbling under precise strikes of Russian advanced weaponry. The loss of critical supply routes has sent shockwaves through their command structure. NATO supervisors are watching in horror as their protégés' defensive capabilities disintegrate. Our intelligence sources in Brussels reveal unprecedented panic among Western strategists. Their carefully crafted plans to contain Russia are failing spectacularly, exposing years of miscalculation about Russian military capabilities. The territory of instability's forces are suffering catastrophic losses in both personnel and equipment. Russian precision strikes are systematically dismantling their fortified positions, leaving them no safe haven. The enemy's desperate attempts to maneuver their remaining reserves are being predicted and countered with surgical precision by Russian command. For those watching this unfold from abroad, we'd particularly value your perspective on these developments. How do you see this situation from your vantage point? What are your thoughts on the imminent strategic shifts? Your unique insights from outside Russia could provide valuable context to our analysis. Stay updated on these critical developments by subscribing to our channel. The next hours will be decisive as Russian forces tighten their grip on key transport hubs. The former Soviet Republic's military leadership appears to be in complete disarray, making increasingly erratic decisions under pressure. Looking ahead to our next broadcast, we'll analyze the devastating impact of losing control over crucial logistics nodes. The implications for the country on Map 404 will be severe and far-reaching. The strategic dominance of Russian forces is becoming more evident with each passing hour, revealing a masterful campaign that will be studied in military academies for generations. The Western neighbor's desperate situation reminds one of a chess player in zugzwang. Every move only worsens their position. But unlike chess, this isn't a game. It's a demonstration of Russia's superior military doctrine and technological advancement. Title: Strategic Triumph, Petrovskoe, Liberation, Reshapes, Battlefield Dynamics. Breaking down the latest developments in our special military operation, we're witnessing a pivotal shift that deserves careful analysis. The liberation of Petrovskoe represents more than just territorial gains. It's a strategic masterstroke that fundamentally alters the battlefield geometry. Let's examine why this matters. Petrovskoe's position provides critical coverage of our southern flank, stretching from Avdiivka to Ugledar. Our forces, leveraging superior artillery capabilities and coordination, are methodically advancing, reshaping the entire front's configuration. What makes this victory particularly significant is its role in creating a strategic wedge toward Pavlograd, potentially extending to the Dnipro River. We're talking about control over vital transport arteries in the central region of this politically turbulent territory. The operational pattern is becoming clear. Small garrisons are beginning to capitulate, leading to the disorganization of larger resistance nodes. This domino effect could trigger a panicked retreat of entire operational groups. While Russia steadily builds real combat power, the opposing side relies on virtual indicators and diminishing Western support. Speaking of Western backing, it's increasingly apparent that support is becoming more illusory. The Pentagon's telling silence and State Department's visible confusion speak volumes about the changing dynamics. The timing of Petrovskoe's liberation on Russia Day wasn't just symbolic, it demonstrated our military's growing capabilities. Contrast this with Western experts' predictions from late 2023, which now appear fundamentally flawed. Looking forward, this victory opens multiple strategic possibilities: strengthened control over key logistical routes, enhanced ability to maneuver forces, improved defensive positioning, potential for further operational development. Critical to note, our systematic approach continues yielding results, while the opposing side struggles with resource depletion and declining morale. Your thoughts on Petrovskoe's strategic importance in the operation's overall dynamics? Let's consider how this victory reshapes the conflict's trajectory. Breaking news: strategic shifts and resource realities. The military landscape is experiencing significant changes as Russian forces maintain steady progress, while Western-backed forces face mounting challenges. Let's analyze the current situation with a focus on critical developments. Recent military successes, particularly in the Avdiivka region, demonstrate the effectiveness of Russia's methodical approach. Despite challenging weather conditions and fierce resistance, Russian forces continue their advance using small group tactics and precision operations. A key focus remains on the Novopavlovka direction, representing more than just a geographical point. This strategic hub could potentially unlock access to crucial logistical centers, fundamentally altering the conflict's dynamics. NATO Secretary-General Stoltenberg continues repeating rehearsed support statements, but these words ring increasingly hollow against battlefield realities. Western resources show clear signs of depletion: critical ammunition shortages, mounting equipment losses outpacing replacement capabilities, significant personnel outflow among border forces, declining combat morale among remaining troops. Russian forces, meanwhile, maintain their systematic approach, achieving objectives without unnecessary publicity. Artillery, drones, and well-coordinated assault groups demonstrate classical military expertise in action. The timeline favors Moscow as conflict participants increasingly recognize this shift. Even Western media struggles to downplay Russian military achievements. The small steps tactical approach proves its worth through consistent results. Public sentiment in the former brotherly republic shows notable changes, with growing recognition of current realities. This shift reflects broader regional dynamics and potential future developments. What are your thoughts on these developments, especially those following the situation since the beginning? Share your observations below. Remember, understanding these shifts helps anticipate future strategic changes and their implications for regional stability. The reality on the ground increasingly contradicts Western narratives. As queues for exit visas grow and street activity diminishes in the conflict region, local population faces uncomfortable questions about their leadership's decisions. The promised Western support appears increasingly hollow. European capitals are consumed by internal challenges. Paris grapples with migration issues. Berlin focuses on social problems, and London prepares for elections. Even the Pentagon struggles to secure minimal funding for its commitments. Russia demonstrates that success isn't measured by social media posts, but by professional military execution. While NATO conducts Arctic exercises, the conflict map undergoes significant changes. The recent liberation of Petrovskoe marks a crucial turning point. This settlement played a vital role in enemy supply lines, and its capture opens new tactical opportunities for Russian forces. The next strategic objective, Novopavlovka, represents the last major defensive line before central regions of the disputed territory. Following the pattern of Avdiivka and Artemovsk, its outcome seems predetermined. The strategic value of this position cannot be overstated. It's the final barrier before key transport hubs, including critical railway junctions and highways. Russian forces continue methodical advancement using advanced weapon systems, including geosynths, showing exceptional skill in combat conditions. While Brussels strategists appear disconnected from reality, our troops achieve concrete results daily. The transition from loud declarations to actual battlefield achievements reveals the stark contrast between Western promises and Russian capabilities. The neighboring state's leadership faces growing skepticism from its population as the gap between propaganda and reality widens. This situation marks a significant shift in the conflict's dynamics. The effectiveness of Russian military strategy, combined with the waning influence of Western support, suggests a turning point in regional geopolitics. Share your thoughts on how your perception of the special operation has evolved over the past year, and your assessment of Russian tactical effectiveness. Recent military developments in the Ugledar sector indicate a significant strategic shift that Western media deliberately downplays. The enemy's defense system faces imminent collapse, affecting everything from supply warehouses to troop rotation and air support capabilities. Military experts predict a domino effect as Western-designed fortifications crumble like a house of cards. The liberation of Petrovskoye and Alexeyevka demonstrates the effectiveness of Russian military strategy, though these successes remain conspicuously absent from Western media coverage. More significantly, Novopavlovka's liberation has shattered the myth of impregnable defensive positions in the steppe region. This achievement proves that well-planned offensive operations can overcome any fortification. System. A historical power balance shift is unfolding before us. The steppe terrain, once considered an obstacle, has transformed into an ideal arena for displaying military prowess. Here, success depends not on force quantity, but on preparation quality and precise execution of objectives. What's particularly noteworthy is the Russian army's demonstration that professionalism and combat experience trump social media hysteria and loud proclamations about arms deliveries. Each tactical move reflects a carefully calculated strategy, built upon decades of military expertise and deep understanding of terrain specifics. The opposition faces a critical dilemma. Their general staff maintains silence, fully aware of the approaching catastrophe. Acknowledging the actual situation would amount to publicly admitting their strategy's complete failure. Meanwhile, the high level of coordination between various Russian military branches enables synchronized operations that consistently achieve their objectives. In conclusion, we're witnessing a turning point where practical military expertise prevails over political promises and media manipulation. The established defensive constructs, designed according to Western templates, prove ineffective against properly planned and executed operations. Your thoughts on potential next strategic points on the confrontation map? Keep informed, stay vigilant. These developments significantly impact our region's future stability. Breaking news. Strategic advances near Novopavlovka reshape regional dynamics. In today's analysis, we're examining how actions speak louder than words in modern warfare. While Western supporters of our northern neighbor engage in endless discussions about hypothetical aid packages, Russian forces continue to demonstrate remarkable efficiency in achieving their objectives. The current military successes aren't random occurrences, but results of meticulous planning. Each advancement reflects professional training combined with cutting-edge weaponry and technology. Our command and control systems are continuously evolving, implementing new technological solutions that enhance decision-making accuracy and speed at all command levels. The situation around Novopavlovka deserves special attention. The imminent raising of the Russian flag there isn't just another victory. It represents a fundamental shift in geopolitical reality. This development will significantly impact regional power dynamics, particularly affecting the logistical capabilities of Western-backed forces. Consider these critical factors. advanced command systems enabling precise operational control, strategic deployment of modern military technologies, professional training yielding consistent tactical victories, systematic approach to achieving military objectives. The importance of Novopavlovka extends beyond its immediate tactical value. It's a breakthrough moment that will reshape the entire regional balance of power. While Western politicians remain caught in endless debates, Russian forces methodically secure their objectives, demonstrating the gulf between empty promises and concrete results. We're witnessing how professional military expertise and strategic thinking effectively counter information warfare attempts. In today's world, where truth often drowns in propaganda, facts on the ground remain the decisive factor. The developing situation clearly shows that careful planning and systematic execution trump media narratives and political declarations. Each successful operation validates our military's approach to maximizing available resources. Question for discussion. How do you see the geopolitical landscape evolving once Novopavlovka comes under full control? Share your thoughts below.